What's going on, you guys? This is New York Adventurer 1994 here, and it is Friday, September 16th, 2022, and I have a third tropical update to share with you guys. I know I'm sounding like a broken record doing tropical updates like 3 days in a row here, but there's more that's going on right now. So this is pretty important, you guys. So I have kind of a good reason to do 3 tropical updates in just 3 days. So let's look at the Atlantic right now. So Tropical Storm Fiona is right now close to making landfall on the Leeward Islands, and it's expected to bring in tropical storm conditions with winds of 50 miles per hour or 60, maybe even more, and it's bringing heavy rainfall and some flooding over there. And now Puerto Rico is covered under a tropical storm warning as it is expected to cross past Puerto Rico on Sunday, and then Fiona is gonna cross over DR, and then it's gonna pass to the east of the Bahamas, and then it is now expected to become a Cat 1 hurricane. So this is pretty concerning, guys. There will be no surprise if this thing impacts the east coast of the United States. Yeah, this is pretty concerning, because if this thing keeps shooting up north, it could threaten the northeast like what Henri did, or it could impact the southeast due to what the cone is showing. The cone is showing a north turn. Hopefully, best case scenario, it moves out to sea, but Bermuda could still feel the effects from it. So we'll have to wait and see. And those 2 disturbances, there's one that's off the coast of the East Coast right now, which has a 10% chance in 2 and 5 days. Yeah, there isn't much confidence on that one right now. Usually the disturbances that form off the US East Coast, they usually dissipate. They usually just vanish. But right now that cone is showing out to sea. It has a 10% chance in 2 days and 5 days. I mean, usually when a disturbance forms in that area, there's no interest of it forming into something. There usually isn't, but who knows? Only time will tell. We don't know what could happen. And then there's another disturbance which has no percent chance of forming in 2 days and 20% chance in 5 days. And that one is expected to move out to sea and become a fish storm. But we really need to keep our eye on Tropical Storm Fiona. It's also expected to become a hurricane, like I said before. They're showing a Cat 1. And the East Coast needs to be on alert for this thing. We really have to keep our eye on Fiona, because we don't know what it could do. It might become into a major hurricane, who knows. And now in the Pacific, we have Tropical Storm Lester, who has winds of 40 miles per hour and is expected to impact south of Mexico tomorrow. It still has a lot of ocean ahead of it overnight before it makes landfall tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, it's expected to make landfall about like 1 p.m. Saturday, tomorrow. So it has all night to cross the ocean before it reaches Mexico. It still has a lot of ocean left before it impacts Mexico. So I hope everybody in Mexico is preparing for this. Who's ever in the crosshairs of this thing, or who is close enough to the crosshairs. Yeah, we really need to keep our eye on the tropics now. It's getting crazy. And that other disturbance in the Pacific has a 90% chance of 2 days and 5 days of becoming something. So the chances of that is pretty much imminent if it's at 90% in 2 and 5 days. So a lot of crazy stuff going on in the tropics right now. We really have to watch Fiona because after it leaves the islands, it could become an East Coast threat. Let's hope this thing gets pushed out to sea. Best case scenario. Yeah, we have to really watch that because it could impact either the northeast or the southeast or get pulled out to sea. The out to sea thing is the best case scenario. So, yeah, I will keep an eye on this. I hope everybody in those islands are prepared for the effects from Fiona. So I guess that's it.